If you want to know if transgenderism is a mental disorder, stay tuned. What's going on, America? I'm the right-winged angel, Oliver Mack, and in this video, we got to talk about transgenders. And this video I saw on Twitter where I don't know what she is. I'm not going to call her a woman. I'm not going to call her a man. I don't know what she is. She's a cross between the two or something. I don't know, but you'll see for yourself. It's a crazy video, and I'm going to react to it because that's what I do. All right, let's play it. All right, check this out, guys. This is someone who came to speak at a high school, I believe, and someone has a visceral reaction to it. So let's check it out.
Yes, my name is Gallo Rextree. I am 17 years old. I was born last week. My pronouns are he, they, I'm trans. So you need to shut the fuck up and get the fuck off my campus now.
Yeah, we gotta watch it again. One more time. We gotta watch it one more time.
Yes, my name is Gallo Rextree. I am 17 years old. I was born last week. My pronouns are he, they, I'm trans. So you need to shut the fuck up and get the fuck off my campus now.
What was that? Oh my God. Yeah. People say this is not a mental disorder. You need to watch this video. Yeah. So back in the day, before the wokeism took over and people started believing things that are not true, we used to classify these people as having gender dysphoria, right? It was classified as a mental disorder because these people were born a certain gender, sex, and they have a hard time accepting that, what they were born with. So they believe that they are the opposite gender, sex. And I mean, it makes sense, right, for it to be classified as a mental disorder because you believe you are something that you are not. I mean, if I believed that I was a penguin, but I'm not, I'm a human, people would think I was crazy. If I believed that I was an iPhone, but I'm a human, people would think I was crazy or that I had some kind of mental disorder. But for some reason, we have to live in a world where things, whatever you want to believe, everyone else should believe the same thing. We live in that type of world. And if we don't believe what you believe, then we are practicing hate speech. We are bigoted. We are transphobe. We are homophobe. We were all these phobes just because we don't believe what you believe. And we live in a free country. We live in a free society where I'm free to believe what I want to believe. And you are free to believe what you want to believe. But you cannot push your beliefs off on me. You cannot order me to believe what you believe. There are certain truths. There are certain facts that are they just are. They don't need to be questioned. They just are. Like the sky is blue when it's a sunny day. The sky is blue. We all know that. We all know that St. Augustine grass is green. I don't know why I just brought that up. I have St. Augustine grass. Maybe that's why. But we all know these things to be truths. But for some reason, we live in this world where Everyone has to have their own truth. I don't believe in that. I'm sorry. There's only one truth. There is only one truth. You can't have your own truth. You can't have your own truth. And if you want to have your own truth, don't expect me to believe your truth. Right? That's how it should be. Don't expect me to believe your fantasy. You can't pull me into your dream world. I don't want to be there. I don't want to go into your dream world. I don't want to believe that men can be women and women can be men. I'm sorry. I'm never going to believe that because it's not true. Now, whatever you want to believe, it's fine. It's fine. You live in a free country. You can do what you want. If you want to wear a skirt and walk around as a man and say, "Oh, I'm a woman," that's fine. That's fine. I have no problem with that. Except don't bring it around my children. But I have no problem with that if you're in an adult setting and that's what you want to do. You want to go to the club in your skirt and your makeup as a man and pretend to be a woman. That's cool. Just let the men who think you're a woman know that you're not really a woman or some stuff could happen to you. But that's fine if that's what you want to do. But you can't expect me to then walk around and say, "Oh, hey, look at that woman over there." Or I acknowledge her as a woman. Nope. It's not going to happen. Because I don't live in that world. I don't live in your world. I live in the real world. And the more that we placate these people, the more that we tell them that they're right, the bigger of an issue we're going to have. Right? Because we have all these children that are now coming out saying that they're trans. And you know what it's about? In reality, what it's about? A lot of these people, they want to be a part of something. They want to be a part of of a certain group. Everybody wants to feel like they belong to something, to a group. That's just human nature. So if these people were ostracized from regular society, maybe they just weren't cool, maybe they just didn't have the looks, or maybe they were just so socially awkward, whatever it was, these people were ostracized by regular society, and they decided that they wanted to be a part of another group. That this group accepts all. If you're like that person, if you're more down to earth, as long as you identify as gay, as lesbian, as trans, as non-binary, all these things, queer, as long as you identify as these things, they will accept you. And how easy is that to be a part of that group? A lot of other groups, they require certain things of you. They require for you to go through certain things in order to be a member of that group. But this group accepts everyone as long as they identify as one of the LGBTQRSTUV people. They will take you, and you will be a proud member of this group. So I think that's what it boils down to, and that's why a lot of children who may be not the coolest or maybe ostracized by their friends or their peers, they drift into the land of the LGBTQ because this is a group that will always accept them. You know, there was an episode of Family Guy. I don't know if you guys have ever watched Family Guy, but there was an episode where Meg, if you know Meg, like she was the uncool person. They called her ugly. And no one accepted Meg, not even her own family. Her own family would make fun of her. So there was an episode where Meg, she pretended to be a lesbian just so she could be a part of this school group, this lesbian group, right? And she kept pretending to be a lesbian because she enjoyed being a part of that group. Now, I don't know if people pretend today, but I don't know how you could pretend to be a lesbian, like, because you actually have to be with women and you can't pretend. I don't know how you pretend to do that if you're not really that. I don't know how these actors pretend to be gay and kiss men. I just can't see it. But anyway, so she was a member of this group and she felt good about being a member of this group. And I think some of that goes on today when people just want to feel like they're a part of a group. And that group that accepts everyone who is kind of outcasts and outsiders is the LGBTQ community. So I think that's how it happens. People like this that we just saw are not going to be someone who's going to be a popular kid. They're not going to be someone who's going to hang out with the popular kids or do anything that the popular kids do. They're not going to be invited to the parties, all the parties that the kids have. And I think this was in college. She was just a little younger, but yeah, this was in college. But she's not going to be invited to all that stuff. But now that she's a member of the LGBTQ community, she can go to all the trans parties, all the LGBTQ parties. So that's what it is. And a lot of these kids, that's how they live their lives, and they're accepted that way. But it's not right. It's not right in any shape or form to pretend you're something you're not. And it saddens me that a lot of these parents are just allowing their kids to do this because they feel like it's virtuous for these kids to be LGBTQ. And it's not. I mean, all they're doing is masking a lot of issues that they have internally. All this is doing is just covering up those insecurities, those mental instabilities that they will always have. They will always have that. So instead of confronting those things, they choose to be a member of a group and it makes them feel good. So they forget about these other problems that they have. We can't allow our kids to do that. We got to let our kids know that they need to face and confront whatever they're going through and stop running away from it. I mean, that's just how I feel. You know, if I had a kid who came to me and said, hey, I think I'm gay or I think I'm trans, I would say, what's really going on with you? What's really going on internally? Is it something that I've done or not done as a parent? Is it something that you've experienced that you haven't told me? What's really going on? And I will get to the bottom of it. But a lot of these parents, their kids come to them and they say, oh, I think I'm trans. And they're like, oh, yes, now I can post on Facebook about my trans kid. And now I could change my profile picture to the trans flag because now I have a trans kid. I'm so proud that I have a trans kid. You can kill that. No, that's not the correct response. The correct response is to dig a little deeper and see what's really going on. Because as soon as they give that response, these kids are going to think, oh, my mom's proud of me. I'm going to keep going down this path. Don't do it. Our children deserve better than that. Well, I'm the Right Wing Angel. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please hit the like button, share this video, comment, subscribe. Peace.